okay, if you watched the video, then you should know the equation that you have to use for these right triangles. That would be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now the important thing to know is that your a and your b are always called the legs of your triangle. One way to remember that is like the word legs makes an L, and if you draw a capital L, that would be the same as making a right triangle. So whatever two sides are making that right triangle are going to be your legs. So for example, I have this side making an L with this side. So those are going to be your legs of your triangle. Typically your A is your smaller number, your B is your bigger number, but if you flip the order, it actually isn't going to mess up your entire work. So since 3 is the smaller number, I'm going to write that for A. And remember that when we're substituting, we just replace the A with whatever number we're trying to substitute. So instead of A, I'm going to write 3, but it's still going to be squared. Same thing for the B. And then your c squared, so that's actually your hypotenuse. This right here, you can always identify it because it will be across from your right angle. Like for example, if I were to draw an arrow right here with your right angle, it points straight to the hypotenuse. So that's one way you can identify it. We don't know what it is, so that one actually stays right now as c. And then we have 3 squared plus 11 squared equals c squared. You're just going to simplify both sides of your equation. Remember your order of operations. 3 squared, your exponents go first, I mean. And then 3 squared is 9, and 11 squared is 121. So first figure out what the squares are, and then write down your addition problem. And then 9 plus 121 is 130. And just keep bringing down that c squared. At this point, we're trying to get rid of the square. The opposite of squaring a number is square rooting a number. So that's why that's going to be my next step, is to square root. So you're going to have to type that into a calculator. The square root of 130 is going to be our c. So my square and my square root cancel out, and I'm just left with c. And I believe that ended up with a number like 11.402. But I did ask you guys to round to the hundreds place, so the answer was just 11.4. Technically 40, but that 0 doesn't matter. Okay, if you have any other questions, please make sure you're still asking on Google Classroom or on the Instagram page.